Let's get it, baby. Today, Sunday. Thank God for the day. First and foremost, I'm gonna do a review. Tom McDonald just came out with a song called Brainwashed. Awesome. I think it talks a lot about what's happening to every single one of us, and we all are brainwashed. He's in front of the screens. The brainwashing started in the 1960s, 1950s when the TV began. They hit our parents first, our grandparents, and let's get right into it. I'm going to play it, then I'm going to elaborate on the lyrics.
Half the country fell asleep, but they scream woke. We're distracted by vaccines and TV shows. Politics, celebrity, got.
So right there, another right into it. Half of the country fell asleep and they claim woke. This is true. And by woke, we don't mean the rainbow flag or any of that, neither. They do distract us with vaccines, and that's how they do it, man.
Popular neat quotes, black lives, white lives, which lives mean most? We only dedicate one day to remember our fallen soldiers, the men and women who died young. But if you come out the closet as Caitlyn Jenner, you're a hero and you get a whole Pride Month.
So I mean, right there, he's just talking about how veterans, if you die, if you pass Memorial Day, they get one day. But if you come out as a transgender like Caitlyn Jenner, you get your whole Pride Month, man. Which is true, which is wrong. I've never really been down for the LGBTQ community, or not community, movement. I'm gonna say movement. Not because I don't like gay people or anything like that. Like, really, nobody gives a fuck what you like, but keep that to yourself, man. Like me, I'm a heterosexual man. I keep that to myself. I don't gotta rub it to your face, man. Like, it is what it is. These are just agendas, man. Let's keep going.
The most dangerous pandemic's propaganda from these clowns. Only masses gonna save us is duct tape on their mouths. Don't speak. We don't need to deform police. Need to deform the media who lies through their teeth.
That's real. We definitely shouldn't defund the police. The ones that need to get censored and defunded for sure is the mainstream media, because man, these guys are horrible, man. They really are. And we need to, like, if you're getting your news from mainstream sources, like most people, even like my mom, like I can't tell her anything against the mainstream media because she's 60 years old. She's raised watching the news, CNN. Maybe when media started, it was more, they had more integrity, man, and it wasn't so corporization and politicized and this and that. But now it's garbage, man, and it's all lies. Matter of fact, it's called programming for a reason. TV programming is they want to program you into thinking a certain way. That's why this song is actually pretty awesome. It's called Everybody's Brainwashed, which we are, including me, including you, including Tom McDonald that wrote the song.
He's like, Big Pharma doesn't cure you, dog. Cause every patient that gets cured is a customer lost.
Big Pharma definitely doesn't cure us. I was gonna be a registered nurse, and I literally quit when this whole scam started with the pandemic and all, because I saw right through it. It's just a facade. I joined to heal people, and they're not about healing you. They're about giving you a pill and masking symptoms. But they want you to come back for a pill. They want you to stay sick. They don't even want to heal you, man. It's sad, but it is what it is. Some people had something very hard to fathom that idea, but it is. We're just meat. Corporations. This is a death-based system that we live in. Corporation. It's a death-based system. They want us sick. They want us dead, and that's how they make money.
Big oil runs the world. The only wars to get fought are with the countries who have natural resources they want.
Another fact right there, I'm a veteran myself too, so I could definitely speak on this. we're not there to save people. Really, we pretend, the United States pretends that we care about saving lives, this and that. No, it is definitely about the resources and what we can take from the country. We're nothing different than like the Vikings back in the days that fucking just raided other countries and took whatever the resources they had.
I'm claiming if a white man braids his hair and likes rap, he's appropriating culture. But if a white man acts too white, he's white trash. He's a racist, he's a bigot, he's a monster.
If you hadn't noticed, right now they're going after the white man. The white man is the person that they're kind of, I guess it serves them to take them off their throne or their pedestal, but they're the ones that are kind of being victimized right now. They're not the racists, they're not the bigots, they're not this. They're actually the ones that they're kind of shitting on right now. I'm a Mexican. I stand somewhere in between black and white, so I could see through the facade. And they do it with blacks. They do it with all of them. It just depends on whatever serves their narrative, man. That's how they do.
Let's just have the conversation. Not every liberal is dumb, not all Republicans are racist.
I agree. Not every liberal is dumb, and not every Republican is racist. That's pretty self-explanatory. Um,
The government wants everybody fighting with their neighbors because they know that if we get along, we'll probably go against them.
it's exactly how every government, even through Egypt, the Babylonian, the Roman Empire, this and that, you keep the masses divided and fighting over amongst themselves, then they can't focus on the real enemy, which becomes a government eventually, becomes the corporations, the people with the money, and they love that, man, and that's how they control us.
They can't stop us, cause we're ready to fight, trying to brainwash us, but we won't let freedom die, the whole world's brainwashed. Everybody picking teams, not a riot in the street, the whole world's brainwashed. It's us against them, it ain't you against me. How did monkeys become people and people turn into sheep? They put
How did monkeys become people? People and a sheep. Well, people became sheep, like I said, since the starting of radio, since they had radio TVs, black and white TVs. They hit our grandparents, great grandparents, and it was all downhill after them. And the more technology advances, and it's going to be easier to control people. We become consumers, they reduce our conscious levels. This is facts where you're not operating, you almost, we become zombies actually when we just consume from screens, and screens are everywhere. Matter of fact, the video, if you Google it, Tom McDonald's Brainwashed, he's in front of just screens because it's symbolic to what's happened since the 1950s, and we're in 2021, and shit just keeps getting worse. As far as the monkey state, man, how did people become monkeys? They reduced us from spiritual beings that we are to just a simple monkey. Like, we come from evolution, we come from monkey. Like, we're just simple-minded monkeys, and the fuck we're not. We're a lot more than that. We're spiritual beings, and don't forget that. I forgot it for 20 years. I was atheist because I learned about science, this and that, and they had me programmed out. They reduced my conscious levels. They had me convinced that that's all I was, and this is wrong. And thankfully, now that I'm older, I'm getting connected to my spiritual side, to the bigger side, and that's who we truly are.
fluoride in the water that's keeping us all asleep, claiming what was best for us.
They put fluoride in the water that's keeping us all asleep. They do put fluoride in the water. They put it in the toothpaste also. Fluoride is not a good thing. Fluoride, they put it there because the Rockefellers, all back in the days, all those big corporations, instead of wasting money, these substances, and getting rid of them like that, they decided to just sell it to governments, and then the governments, they feed it to us. The thing about fluoride is that it actually calcifies our third eye. I forget the name. It's not the amygdala, but we have a very important gland here that opens our third eye, and that's where, when you open your third eye, your pineal gland actually, it when our pineal gland is open, that's when we come really woke, not LGBTQ rainbow flag woke, but actually woke. You begin to connect a lot more dots, and you become higher conscious level being. And through fluoride, they dumb us down.
I find it hard to believe because they've been selling us cigarettes since we was 18. Fake news, fake woke.
They sell us cigarettes since we're 18. Cigarettes, hands down, is the worst poison out there. I've lost a couple of family members addicted to cigarettes, and it's just garbage. But marijuana, or something like mushrooms, like psilocybin, things that actually help us connect to our higher conscious levels, those things are illegal. It's no coincidence, guys. They want to keep us dumb. I'll leave that at that.
Track and divide. You're either right or you're left, or you're black or you're white. Big tech don't need a microchip to hack in your life, because the phone inside your pocket is a tracking device.
That's right. So we don't need microchips. Like people have these ideas that we're gonna get microchipped. We're already microchipped. Our phones are microchip. I mean, they know every single thing we do, wherever we're at. Edward Snowden taught us that they could even turn on cameras on us, this and that. So I mean, we already got the microchips, guys.
And I don't know what I'm more sick of, rappers or Joe Biden looking like he ate 100 Xanax for dinner.
Oh my gosh, he said, I don't know what I'm sicker of, rappers. But she's right, most of these rappers now, like especially like the new generation, man, like back in the days they just like smoke weed, this and that. Now they teach like all these kids to pop pills and this and that, and it's just fucking garbage. The new hip hop, for the most part, there's some very talented rappers out there, but most of them are just garbage, and they're puppets, man. They get told what to tell people, and it's not. They want to dumb down the youth. They don't want to make you smarter. And then Joe's he said that he doesn't know what he's sicker of. Seeing Joe Biden on Xanax, man. I don't know what Joe Biden's on, but he's definitely on one, and it's a damn shame because he represents this country. But I guess it's realistic, man. Most people are on one, some type of substance, some type of drug, and it's a damn shame, man. But you could say whatever about Donald J. Trump. I definitely think him and Biden are buddies, and they're on the same team. Like they high five each other behind the cameras and all. But at least definitely Donald J. Trump was a lot smarter, a lot sharper, this and that. This guy is a clown. On Joe Biden, man. I'm sorry to say that.
Cause censoring the president and kicking him off Twitter is a bigger threat to freedom than foreign ballistic missile.
See, I just said that Donald J. Trump, they shut him off. They cut his Twitter feed. He's not on Twitter no more. It's for a reason, because he actually spoke against the establishment. He actually talk bad about them. So what do they do now? They just censor you. They just shut you up. But Joe Biden, they put him on this pedestal, and he's definitely on one, man, and definitely a puppet, man. I'm sure Donald Trump was a puppet himself, but less, man.
You don't trust the police and the government, but you want people giving up the right to own a firearm. What?
They want us to give our right to own a firearm. It's definitely a bad thing when incidents happen and shootings happen, but these are very isolated incidents, man. And as the United States, our forefathers, they put it to where we have the right to bear arms for the same reason. They knew about tyranny. And that's the thing that makes us special about the United States, is that that's why we don't get invaded so easily. Russia hasn't tried to invade us because they know that not only do they deal with the military, but they deal also with the citizens, man. When we keep arms, it's not to attack or anything like that. It's to defend, and it's to defend ourselves from tyranny, man.
Would you be comfortable the police and the government, the only people on the planet with the right getting amplified to reinforce division. It convinces white people that they're favored by their skin, and black people getting angry because they're told they're treated different. So the conflict is between us and never with the system.
That's so true right there. Like I said, I'm a Mexican. I stand somewhere in between, and I could see where they use the right now. They wanna even there's actually like the celebrities. Anything you hear from celebrities, like when they fucking like make that video, that cringe video where they're all like, "Oh, my white privilege" or whatever. Like that's such bullshit, man. Such a joke that people actually believe these things. And then even black people, like I have a lot of black friends, and my homies, they're not the type to feel sorry for themselves. Like my homies, they don't like the whole BLM movement, this and that. Like it's just a victim mentality, just to make you feel sorry for yourself, this and that. It's bullshit. It's trash. Don't buy into it, man. Like every single one of us has to be self-reliant, and we all have the same opportunities. You just gotta go want to get it, man, and put in the hard work, man.
Just have the conversation. Not every liberal is dumb, not all Republicans are racist. The government wants everybody fighting with their neighbors because they know that if we get along, we'll probably go against them. They can't stop us, cause we're ready to fight, trying to brainwash us. But we won't let freedom die. The whole world's brainwashed. Everybody pick a team, start a riot in the street. The whole world's brainwashed. It's us against them, and then you against me. Step one, train the people only to consume. Step two,
Train the people only to consume. Most people, I'm gonna say out of 10 people, 9 people, for the most part, they're consumers, man. God favors the creators. Very few people are actually creating. Very people are actually tapping into their higher conscious levels, their frontal lobe, and actually putting out their own material. For the most part, people just consuming TV, Netflix, pornography, social media, um, materialistic things, this, that, just consuming, and that's part of the matrix, and that's part of the problem. So if you've been just consuming or whatever, check yourself and tap into that higher conscious level and create something, man. It doesn't matter what you create.
infiltrate adults with the news. Step three, indoctrinate the children through the schools and the music and the apps on the phones.
Like I said, I can't tell it. My mother, she's an adult. She's 60 years old. She just turned 60, and I can't tell her anything against the mainstream media, mainstream narrative. She thinks I'm crazy. That's how they get the older crowd. Is through CNN, Fox News, this and that. It's all the same shit. And then with the kids, the youth, the music, like I said, they're feeding these kids like. Now it's about popping pills, popping Xannies. Now it's about embracing like things like they got Lil Nas doing handstands for the devil and shit, lap dancing for the devil. Just they got people like Cardi B. They put on a pedestal that she's like the role model for females. Like that chick is garbage, man. If you can't see it, well, fuck.
You step four, separate the right from the left. Step five, separate the white from the black. Step six, separate the rich from the poor. Use religion and equality to separate them more. Step seven, fabricate a problem, made a lie. Step eight, put it on the news every night. Step nine, when people start to fight and divide, take control. This is called situational design. They can't stop us, cause we're ready.
I hope this makes sense. Tom McDonald, Brainwashed, man. I think it's an excellent song, an excellent video to be open minded when you check it out. Be open minded, and it, at the very least, be aware that these things are happening, because that's what's gonna help us reach higher conscious levels. That's what's gonna open our pineal gland, our third eye. You know, back in the days, the Egyptians, that, a lot of cultures, they had that third eye. That's when you really see things. This is when you really become woke. I hope this makes sense. Um, I'm wishing you higher conscious levels, and hope you have a great weekend, guys. Talk to y'all another day. Peace. Damn, even this one went